Hello, kindergarten readers. It's Mrs. Tan here today. I am going to read you the book Know David, okay? Some of you may have seen this book before, and that's okay because I have a rule in my classroom that if you've seen a book before or had this book read to you before, that this is a great opportunity for you to go ahead and see if you noticed something that you didn't the last time you heard the book. So you're always looking for clues, looking for interesting things, and you should never be bored, even if you've heard a book before, okay? I don't really think that you can get bored with this book because this book is kind of a fun one and one that I think maybe some of us or most of us can probably relate to just a little bit in some ways, okay? This book, the author is David Shannon, okay? And he is also the illustrator, okay? So the author is the person that writes the words, and the illustrator is the person that makes the pictures. And just like when you write a story, you are the author and you are the illustrator. Well, David Shannon, he is the author and illustrator of this book. So we see here on the front cover, all right, we already know the title is Know David, all right, and we see an exclamation point at the end, which tells us we're saying that with a strong voice. Know David, right? And we see, I'm thinking in my reader brain that this might be David here. And if we're saying no, David, that, yeah, probably grabbing the fishbowl off of the stand, especially one that big, I don't know if that's going to turn out very well. I see the water splashing. I don't know, maybe the fish look a little worried. Can you tell? Yeah, they do. They're like, what's going on, right? All right, so I'm getting some ideas in my head and I'm making some predictions as I hear the title of the story and as I see the pictures, the illustrations, and I'm thinking, that's interesting. I think this is what's going to happen next, or even I wonder what's going to happen next, okay? Now, it's very important that we always look at the front cover of the book, all right? We know that this is the spine of the book, and look at the back cover of the book. Sometimes even the back cover can give us some clues about what the book is going to be about, okay? On the back cover, we see N-O-N-O-N-O, and it's all over. Do you know what the word N-O is? It spells the word no. No, 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 no. So even the back cover gives us some clues about what this book might be about. Something tells me maybe somebody's going to hear the word no quite a bit in this book. No, 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 no. Right? All right. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to open up to the title page. Now, what's really cool about the title page, sometimes it looks exactly the same as the front cover of the book, but sometimes it looks a little different. So sometimes the front cover will give us some clues, and then when we open up to the title page, it will give us some clues too. So I'm going to open up here. Oh, this is not the same. This looks like this, and this looks different, okay? Those are some kindergarten words you're going to need to know this year. Same and different. Here we see Know David by David Shannon, okay? But in this picture, we see what looks like a woman, and she's got her hands on her hips like this. Now, we can't see her face. Do you see that face I made? Kind of the only face as an adult that I make when I go is this one. And it's probably not the happiest face, right? So even though we can't see the face that she's making, hearing, no, David, and seeing her hands on her hips like that, that tells me that maybe she's not happy, okay? We can tell a lot just from the way people are holding their bodies, okay? Just the shape their bodies are in, how they're feeling, okay? So that's something also that as good readers we're going to look for in the book. We're not just going to listen to the words, but we're going to look at those pictures and we're going to make some predictions about what's happening or how people are feeling just by looking at the pictures. All right. So one of the things that I always do with my students is I don't show you the pictures right away. I make sure that you have to use your good reader imagination and see if you can come up with a picture in your head of what you think the picture in the book is going to look like. And then it's kind of fun when you actually see the picture in the book and you're like, that's not what it looked like in my head. Or sometimes you're going to surprise yourself and you're going to be like, that's almost exactly the way I pictured it in my head. All right. Well, I'm so excited to read this book to you today, the book No, David. And it starts off like this. David's mom always said, "No, David." All right. So this is what the first picture in the book looks like. Take a look at that. What is he doing there? Oh, David, he's writing on the walls. I don't know that it's ever okay to write on the walls. Maybe, just maybe you have a special wall in your house that you can write on. But I'd sure ask your parents first, because in my house, we don't have any walls that we write on here. We write on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk. That's about it. All right, so no, David. His mom is always saying that. I wonder why. Oh boy. The only two words on this next page are, "No, David." Look at what David's doing. This is one of those books where you're going to get a lot out of just looking at the pictures because there's not very many words. There's only 2 words. 1, 2. 2 words on this page. But oh boy, does the picture tell us a lot. We see him up on a chair. He's reaching, stretching. And up here, there's a jar up on the top. And I can't see the first letter, but I see Ookis. And being a reader for quite some time now, okay, like almost 40 some years, Ookis, I instantly think of the word cookies. Do you think it's possible that he's reaching for the cookie jar? Do you think he's supposed to be reaching for the cookie jar? A lot of times, if parents or grown-ups, they put something way up high on a shelf, way up there where you can't reach it, it probably means that you're not supposed to. Okay? That's just something that we can figure out too. So we see him stretching and reaching. Oh, no, David. And I think he got caught, huh? He should not be getting the cookies out. It's probably not time for cookies. When it's time for cookies, his mom will let him know. All right. On the next page, the only 2 words are the same again. No, David. Can you say that with me? No, David. And look at what is happening here. Oh, look so closely. Oh my goodness. You know, I think even as a grown-up, I've almost done a little something like this before. Since I love to be outside in my garden, I get quite messy. And sometimes my husband will say, "No, Jolene, don't come in here all dirty like that." So I can make a connection in this book to my real life. Can you make a connection to this picture? Have you ever gotten super dirty like this? And your parents were like, don't come inside with your dirty feet. Take those shoes off, right? So here we see David. He got totally dirty outside, which is good. Kids should get dirty sometimes. That's fun. But don't bring it in the house like this, right? Uh-oh. Okay, let's find out what happens next. No, no, no. Can you say that with me? No, no, no. And there he is in the bathtub, playing in the bathtub. But what is the problem here? He did not turn off the water. And now all the water is spilling everywhere. Everywhere. That is sure going to be a mess. He's going to have quite the mess to clean up. And I'm betting that's going to be a big enough mess that he needs some help cleaning that up too. Have you ever made a mess that you were just like, I just don't even know where to start to clean this up. And then you had to have a grown up kind of help you with it, or at least tell you what to do first and then next. Yeah, sometimes when we have a mess that big, it's good to just kind of break it down in chunks, huh? Do a little bit here and a little bit there. Well, he has made quite the mess. Oh, David. All right, so the next page says, come back here, David. Now, I'm going to show you this page because I know that you are super mature because you are kindergarten now and you can handle it. So you can look at this page and you can kind of giggle a little bit, right? But we probably don't need to like fall over and be like, oh my gosh, look at it. All right, it is kind of funny though. So we can laugh at it, but we're not going to go out of control. All right, so come back here, David. And here we see David. Are you ready, mature kindergartners? Oh my goodness, he ran out of the house. And he doesn't have any clothes on. We call that naked. So there, David, he should not be running out of the house without any clothes on. No, we're going to move on. I'm going to the next page. David, be quiet. He is banging on pots and pans. I'm not sure what game he is playing here, but he's got a uniform on, like he's in a marching band or something, and he's banging on those pots. I don't know, that could get really loud. Sometimes when you bang on pots, or just even hear the pots clanging around, cover your ears, right? Well, he's doing it on purpose. Bang, bang, bang. I think sometimes that might be okay, but not like maybe his mom's busy on a phone call or working. I don't know. So she says, David, be quiet. Don't play with your food. Have you ever had anybody tell you not to play with your food? Well, he has been very creative here with his food. He's made like a potato, chicken, green bean fork person. That's so crazy. Oh, David. Can you say, oh, David? Oh, David. Okay. David just gets in all kinds of messes. That's enough, David. Oh, yeah. I don't like to see this either. He is chewing with his mouth wide open. He's not even trying to keep his mouth closed while he's chewing. That's kind of gross. We don't want to see inside your mouth while you're chewing, right? Yuck. All right. What's up next? Okay. He gets told, go to your room. I don't know what he did. Maybe it was just all of the business all day long, and his parents got frustrated, and he was told to go to his room. And I want you to take a look at his face there. Can you tell how he is feeling? Right? His mouth is curved down. His eyebrows are squished up. I don't think he's very happy, do you? He's taking his blankie with him, and he's headed to his room. His head's kind of hanging low, too. That tells me that he's not very happy. Settle down. So he's in there jumping on the bed. You could break the bed. You could fall and hurt yourself. Settle down. He put on his blanket and made himself into some kind of wild superhero, it looks like. So they sent him to his room so he could calm down and think about his choices, and instead he went in there and he's playing. Oh no. Told him to settle down. Oh, this is something I have to talk to kindergartners about a lot. Stop that this instant. He is picking his nose, okay? That is not a healthy choice. If you pick your nose, all the germs that are in your nose get on your finger, and then everything that you touch has your nose germs on it then. That's gross, okay? Please, kindergarten, don't do that. We're try not to, okay? Or if you do it because you forget, go wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water. All right. Next, put your toys away. Now, this is something I have to tell my own children quite a bit, and they're even a little bit older, and I still have to tell them quite frequently. If you get one thing out, you put that away, and then you can get something else out. But it looks like David just kept getting thing after thing after thing out, and now he has everything out. And then he's just watching TV. He's not even playing with the toys that he has out. Oh boy. Put your toys away, right? Have you heard that from your family before? Put your toys away. It's best. That way they don't get stepped on and broken or something. Oh, David. Can you say, oh, David? Oh, David. Not in the house, David. Can you make a prediction about what's going to happen next here in this picture? He's got a baseball bat and a baseball. And I'm seeing some very breakable items right there. Can you make a prediction? I bet you know what's going to happen, right? Not in the house, David, and this is why. Uh-oh. I said no, David. Look at what happened. He broke that beautiful vase. Yeah, baseball's probably a game to play outside, I think, yeah. And so now he's sitting in the corner thinking about his choices, right? And you can see, look at the look on his face. There's a tear coming down. Do you think he feels bad about this choice that he made? Yeah, we all make choices that we're like, I feel kind of bad about that. I shouldn't have done that, right? That's okay. We just have to make sure that we say we're sorry, right? And that we try not to do it again. All right, Davy, come here. All right, so even after you make some not great choices, does that mean that your family doesn't love you anymore? No. Everybody makes mistakes. And so his family says, after he's taken his think time and they can tell he actually feels bad about the choice that he made, they want to make sure that he knows that they still love him. It's okay. We'll do better next time, right? So Davy, come here. Okay. And in the end, she says, yes, David, I love you. Okay? So even after all of the no, no, no's all day long, does our family still care about us and love us? Yeah, they do. Same for your teacher, too. Okay? Once we get back to school, your teacher might tell you, please don't do that. Don't do that. But do we still love you and care about you? Absolutely. All right. Well, today, thank you so much for letting me read that book to you and share that with you. It's one of my favorite books. I love that. Okay. You have an assignment today. Okay. Just like on the front cover of the book, it says, no, David. You are going to make a picture of you doing something that either you're not ever going to do again, maybe you did something wrong and you remember that in your memory, or maybe something that you would just never do, for real, okay? And you're going to go ahead and you're going to make a picture of that something, of you doing that something that you would never really do, or that's something that you're never going to do again that you've gotten in trouble for before, okay? And at the top of the page, it's going to look a little bit like this. I'm going to try to show you the top of the page. You're going to write no, comma. Now, you're not going to write Mrs. Tan. This is my paper, so I put my name on it. You are going to put your name right here. So you're going to write no, Brad, or no, DeMarcus, or no, Sheila, whatever your name is. you're going to put no, and then you're going to put your name. I put Mrs. Tan because that's my name. So I wrote no, Mrs. Tan, with an exclamation mark at the end, okay? Exclamation point there. And then I drew a picture of myself doing something that I am not ever going to do. Nope. I like things nice and neat in my house and in my classroom and things like that. So you would never see me doing this. Do you see what I'm doing there? I am crumpling up papers and throwing them all around the room. I would never do that. But that's why it says, no, Mrs. Tan. See, this is supposed to be kind of funny, right? You're going to draw a picture of yourself, and you're going to draw yourself doing something that you would never do. Maybe you're going to draw yourself writing on the walls. Maybe you're going to draw yourself jumping on the bed. Maybe you're going to draw yourself, I don't know. Can you think of some things that maybe you've done before that you're never going to do again? Or something that you would never do? Okay, so try not to copy my picture. I want you to come up with something original in your head that you would never do or that you're not ever going to do again. Okay, so that's your assignment for today. And I hope that you get to share this with your teacher later. Okay, if you're in my class, maybe you'll get to share this with me later. Or if you're in another teacher's class, you'll get to share it with your teacher. But remember, no, and then you're going to write your name with an exclamation point. And then you're going to draw yourself doing something that you're never going to do again, or something that you would never, ever do anyway. Okay? So this is me. I'm throwing papers all around the room. I'm just leaving them there. Not something I would do. Thank you so much for doing this lesson with me today. This has been fun, kindergarten. Remember, again, my name's Mrs. Tan, and I love reading books, and I hope that I'll get to read with you again soon. Bye.